Well, hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. Hope you are well. Let's get on to it. So, I've managed to make a little friend over here. Apparently, you need to drop a pale berry on the ground and wait for him to eat it and then pet him, and then he just comes along with you. So, it's really awesome. He doesn't have a name yet. I'll leave that for you guys. And just look at this. He found some heavy modular frames. So I don't know if this is going to be completely random, but it is definitely interesting to see. But unfortunately, I definitely don't have the space. Oh my goodness, no. Yeah, we got quite a bit of production planned for today. So let me just come and start by getting the hub unlocked done here. This is going to be for industrial manufacturing. Then railway signals, we're going to be needing computers. Pipeline engineering, we need the heavy modular frames, so thank goodness that little buddy has got some. Yeah, we're going to be needing quite a bit of it. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't think I'm going to be able to do these ones yet, so I'm not going to be selecting anything then within the hub now. Just wait for that guy to return, so please buddy, you should not get lost. So then let's come and take a look here at my hotbar. Here we got the Xeno Basher, the proper one. Then we got the nice little rifle. It's a shame you can't paint this one as well. We got the Nobilis detonator, and then I think that should be around it. I've been doing a lot of research here. I've been pushing this one really. So hostile organism we can't do until we can get a quartz factory up and running, because I need the crystal oscillators to get that one. And the same ore, haven't been able to find it yet. Quick wire, I did do quite a bit. We got the AI limiters, power poles Mark II, high speed connectors, priority power switch, as well as the normal power switch here. Then we got the smart splitters. I've been using this in the rubber production, just to get the overflow sent into an awesome sink as well. Under Mycelia, we just got 2 left. Power slugs, haven't been able to find the purple one yet. And there we go. Quartz crystal oscillator, the one thing I really need. And I also want to get the explorer. Now I did find a sulfur mine. It is quite far away, but we got the large power lines running through there, so it's easy to zipline that side. We'll get a factory up and running in the next one. There's so many production that I need to add, and in order to get it done, we're definitely going to be needing the power to get it up and running and make sure that we are not going to be having a crash here on the power grid. So I've also been going around this side and changing some of the rails to the, I think it's the road barrier, this one, just to close off little sections where you're not supposed to be walking, and it just looks a lot better. So this factory is still just being turned on and off, so we also need to focus on getting a proper motor and stator factory up and running. And that is why we're going to start using trains, because this is going to help us out quite a bit. So let me just head over that side. I've been cleaning up the power lines on the ground quite a bit here. Just looks so much better and so much cleaner. And now then, arriving here by the power production that we're going to be starting up. It's right here on this little right section. You know what, let's quickly go inside here just before we start doing that, because I'm gonna have to be overclocking that one oil extractor. So this still needs to be closed off. Still got a lot of work to do. The rubber and plastic is definitely fully filled up. Then we got the smart splitter with the overflow just feeding down. Same with this side with the plastic, they're merging up together and then just feeding into the awesome sink there. Now I do notice that this one, the very last, don't know what I was trying to say there, the very last refinery is having a slight issue where it's being backed up with the petroleum or the heavy oil residue. I don't know why I'm thinking of petroleum now. Probably because we're going to start up that production. So just by adding in this little section to connect it up to these pipes seems to be fixing it. I think it's because I've got the 2 valves over that side, and I think that was causing a slight problem. But there we go. Now we're back up to 200 plastic a minute and 120 rubber. That is going to be sent away to the next production list. And that is going to be high-speed connectors as well as circuit boards. So we also need to add a copper production to that as well. So this was going to be a 7 by 16 in length factory over this side. But I think I'm going to change it to be in an L shape. You know what, I might have to clear out my inventory a bit first. So let's get the refineries down. We're going to be needing a total of 10. Man, I wonder if I'm going to have enough space in order to do this. This is crazy large. But it should set us over for, I think it's going to be 5,000 megawatts of power that we're going to be increasing. Which is going to be more than enough. So all I need to do now is just connect it up to power as well. Get the recipe selected a bit later. So the interesting thing with the fuel generators is going to be that one refinery can feed 2 generators without any issues at all. Because we're producing 40 fuel a minute within the refinery and it uses up 20 within the generator. I just go towards the back here. So the 2 I've got down is taking up the 40 that we're producing, and then the polymer resin is being sent into a container. So if we can increase our power network by up to 5,000 along with these 2, that is going to make a major difference. Just going to sort us over for a very, very long time. So I'm wondering if I should do the lifts first or do the pipeline sections, because that is going to be the tricky part. How much inventory space do I have? Should be able to break down this wall, because we're definitely going to be extending it out. So 16 in length is not going to be the case anymore. But we'll take a look at how we can get this done. Just want to open up this section. You know what, let's open this side as well. I don't think this other pipeline is going to be running too close. So we can definitely fit another generator over this way. Just have to repaint everything when I'm done. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, let's come and take a look. So is this definitely going to be 10 refineries now? The power lines are going to be in the way there. We've got 2, 4, 6, 10, yeah. Okay, now we're fine. Definitely fine. It's going to be a lot. Okay. Let's just start from one point, get the lifts in place. And then we'll take a look at how we can split the pipeline to feed everything here. Because I'm definitely not going to be running up and about on this side. I only need everything to be running smooth, and as soon as it's running on its own, there shouldn't be any kind of issue with it. I might have to change the direction of where I'm going to send out the polymer resin that we have as a byproduct. Just come to think of it, I didn't even think of that now. But it should be able to merge with the Mark 3 belt. We'll increase it to a Mark 4 if needed, because I think it's going to be 40 per machine. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to increase it then. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, it's going to be at 30. So that's 60, then it's 120. We've got 180. No, I think it should be fine. I'll just upgrade the last belt over the side, sending it out. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But then now, the other thing is we're going to be needing 40 fuel a minute, so that's 400. We're going to be needing a pipeline Mark 2. And doing that is going to require, I think it's plastic, isn't it? Oh no, I don't have the pipeline Mark 2. Lucky enough, we do have a lot of tickets, so I think we can quickly go and buy it. And let's go do that, because I think we're going to be needing it. So, awesome sync. Please give me my tickets over there. Boy, we are cutting it really, really close, so it does not seem like I have a awesome shop in here. Place it over this side. Alright, let's look for pipeline. That's a clean pipeline section. Where's the Other pipeline. Can't I get the pipeline Mark II? Oh no. Okay, that is gonna make it a bit more tricky to get it done. So we'll have to split a pipe into 2 sections. Interesting. I think we'll go with 5. So let's go logistics. Just get them all connected on up here. So if this is going to be directly in line, that's going to be the first one. And we've got the second. Come on, just be in line. Third. Fourth and the last one. Okay. We'll feed in the pipelines now. Just want to get the generators in place as well, yeah? I have to run backwards. So let's see how many we can get placed down in the straight line section. Still get another one in here. So if I extend this out a little bit more and move the power lines, I can get another machine down. Oh, that makes me wonder. Let's grab a look. How many do we have here? So that is supposed to be 7, right? Yes, it's 7. We'll need to place another 13 generators. I think this wall is going to have to be removed as well then. And then we're going to go out towards this section. Okay, good. I'll work on getting the foundation down in just a moment. So I'm just going to extend this little section out. Then let's see, where's it going to clip through? Not over there yet. Right, fine. This should give me more than enough space to get the generators down. Just have to take a look at how far it needs to go. This is going to be quite interesting. So the only thing that I'm quickly going to be doing off camera, just to save a bit of time, yeah, just by placing down all of these sections over here. I want to bring it a bit more towards the back, because I think that one is snapped on the pipeline, so it's not completely straight in line. Alrighty then, so now being back over this side, there is going to be quite a few changes. I did go back to the hub and unlock the pipeline Mark II because we're definitely going to be needing it. There's just no other way to have all of these fuel generators up and running perfectly. So I've gone ahead and upgraded the belt from, I think it's going to be the 5th machine, yes, from the 5th machine outwards it's going to be a pipeline Mark II. So we're just up to 3,300 megawatts of power. We still have this entire section to connect up to, but this is going to be quite a bit larger than the other section. So if I can just get the floors without getting the pipeline, it's going to be an extension of 14. No, it's going to be 12. So it's 12 in foundation out towards the side there, and then I think it should be just about 4 in width, because I don't really need any refineries or anything else to be standing in here. So we don't need that much space. So I'm just going to be upgrading to a pipeline Mark II. Just make sure that this entire midsection is connected, because this is going to be the really important part. And then we also need to get another pipeline junction straight in line with that one over there, facing towards us. Go pipeline Mark II. If I can just get it connected in there. We do need to connect you straight through and out towards this side. So that's going to be it for all of the pipeline Mark II sections. Now we just need to add a pipeline Mark I into each of these machines. Then I have to go and connect them to power again. And that should be it. I don't think we'll be touching the power network really soon, because this is going to be a massive increase. So we can definitely overclock our copper production, because there's something else that I've noticed. If I quickly scan for my copper ore, just open the map here, we're not going to be having pretty much of anything. I think there's an impure node here, a normal node over towards the left somewhere. just look at that. Way down over this side. Wait a minute. What have we got over this side? So we got an impure, and a temp. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. That is gonna be way too slow. And then we got another 3 copper ore nodes over this side that's at least normal. So we can get a miner Mark 2 and overclock it in order to get the production needs that we have here at the hub, in order to get the next set of production up and running, because that is going to take quite a lot. It's going to be circuit boards for the rubber as well as the copper sheets, and then getting over to the high-speed connectors is going to be the tricky part, because we need to get a lot of cable produced. So what the heck? Pipeline, don't you be messing with me today. So we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us to try and get everything in one go. And it is going to be closer towards the hub area where we're going to have that done. Just get it to auto. Just make sure it's going to be straight, because that just looks weird when it's in the noodle shape. Right, so we got that one connected. Now, for the rest of these machines, luckily it's just a pipeline Mark 1 feeding out. So that should be everything, I think so. Yeah, we just need to connect the power now. And then I also need to find a little space to find an awesome sink. Need to get it in here. So that's up to 3800 megawatts of power until we connect this to the grid. So let me get a couple of walls down and just connect it on up. And then we should be good to go. We move on to the next step. Get the sink overflow, and I also want to get the train set up already. So being back from just making sure that I do have more than enough components in order to get this done. I think we're going to be breaking down a little section over the site somewhere, just to add in the awesome sink, because we don't really need to have that much of a gap in order to get that done. What the heck just happened? I just want to heard some noises, and I completely forgot to take a hatchery over here. Here's another one. Hatchery remains. Oh well, definitely have them now. It should have been from when I was killing them again, because they still keep respawning. I don't know why, and it is getting quite a bit annoying having to find them every time when I come back here to the site. So let's come and take a look here. We've got our polymer resin storing up this side. It is nearly full, so we really need to get this done. So let's go and get the awesome sink placed in this side. I think I can move it even closer. Yeah, I think we should do this. Then we can remove this little section. And then let's take a look here at the back. It's also nice and perfect. So the only thing we're going to need to do is just extend the wall up a bit. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. As long as it's closed off, I'm not really going to be accessing this one. I would much rather go over here by the plastic production side and grab it from over there. So just before I completely block myself out, let me just do this real quick. Yeah, you know what? I think I can even close it off like this. Don't think it should be an issue. Absolutely none at all. But just for the sake of it, let's open it up a tiny bit more. I think that should be fine. And then we're going to go with a 2-meter foundation at the top side, and I think a 1 meter underneath. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So your power connection is going to be along the side here. So where am I going to connect this one up to? Interesting. I wonder if I should do it with the power pole. And then we can just connect it straight up there, and that should be perfect. And then let's go with a belt Mark 4. I'm not going to be running in this section of the factory, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just feed it directly in there. So please tell me you're going to turn on. There we go. Good. That is going to be polymer resin being synced. So the only thing left to do is going to be our trains. Now this is going to be a little bit more tricky to get it placed down, because like I said, I want to use a 2-meter foundation at the top side. Interesting. So that is in the way. So it has to be over here. Right. Let's just bring it out by 10. Hopefully that's going to be enough. And then I want to bring it out by 5. So that is going to be 3. You can get 4 and 5. Alright. So that is going to be 5 foundations in width and 10 in length. Let's come and grab a look here. Just hopefully we can get all of the train stations down. Especially the one part that's loading is going to be the most important section. And then we can always just lift this wall up even higher. So we got our plastic production being done at one side and fuel production at another side. That is crazy, my poor little frame rate. Oh boy. Yeah, factories are going to start getting quite a bit larger now. So let's go under transportation. And I also need to sort out my power issue with my PC, because that's why everything is so sluggish. I have to have it underclocked, otherwise I'm getting some thermal cuts, so I'm still looking into it. But for now, let's get the train station down, get a freight platform. I think I'm going to be leaving it right over here. We can use lifts coming from underneath to just feed everything in. So we're gonna need a total of 2 freight platforms loading everything, and then we're gonna need an empty one. So where's the empty platform with the catwalk? This is what we will be needing. Right, perfect. Perfect. So don't like the wall glitching like this. It looks weird, but it will be over with as soon as we can just get this one placed down. There we go. Now there's no more weird clipping issues there. So which side's the loading side? It's going to be over here. So let's go to logistics, get the conveyor lift floor hole. I think we can place it as close as possible. There shouldn't be any issue then. And then what speed are we going to be using? The rubbish just going to be at 120 a minute. And then the plastic is definitely at 200, so we may as well just use a Mark 3. Okay, so with that being done, how do I want to do this section now? This is going to be the tricky part. I definitely want to bring it out with the lift. But the thing is going to be, it all depends on where this conveyor lift is going to be. Or the conveyor wall hole. Interesting. Yeah, this is quite interesting. I think I'm gonna go with just the one entry. Let's grab a look here. So this is going to be offset definitely. Lock it in place just while it's in line. And then we just need to figure out where can we get the bend in. I think that should be fine. Then we can just feed it directly out towards that side. So you are going to be offset to which side? In this direction. I might have to move my little awesome shop there. So just to make sure that they are going to be correct, I'm going to be placing them the correct distance from one another. That should be fine. It's not really going to be in the way in order to come and collect the stuff that I might need. Hey there, little birdie. What you doing in my factory? So then let me think. I can definitely move this. I don't really need it at this point. And then we need to make a plan to get everything up there into the train station. So this one has to be a Mark 3. Let's take it up as high as we can. Just continue along with this little section up until I think it should be around this point. Because if I add another lift in here, can't really see there. Let me just get my light on first and then we can continue. So I think I'm gonna have to have it facing in this direction. The only reason is I don't think it's going to be able to make this bend here. So let me remove this section for now. Just get the Mark 3 down again. Come on, stop spinning in the wrong direction. It should be, I think over there should be perfectly in line. Yeah, there we go. But just to make it look even neater, what I will be doing is just bringing it out slightly like this. And then we do have the 2 connection points up there, keeping it safe. Right, so that's a Mark 3 for the plastic loading in. Let's get a Mark 2 lift for... Oh my goodness, I'm so glad they fixed that. If you're switching between the different tiers, it doesn't absolutely just get bugged out and snaps to the weirdest positions. So you are going to have to come out facing this side. Is this too low or what? Because that one is not going upwards. Let's get the Mark 2. Should be a Mark 2 belt as well then. Come on, stop snapping weird. Okay, there we go. So that is perfect. That is going to allow me to come straight past over this side. It is directly in line. Now for Mark 2 lift. I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did over there with the plastic then. Yeah, that should be perfect. So we've just got 2 neat and tidy belts coming around this side. Let's just add this section, I'd say around here. This is going to be in line still then. This looks weird. It looks like it's coming at an angle. But as soon as you connect it up, it looks fine. So that is definitely alright. So we got rubber feeding out at 120. Plastic being fed out at 270 since we don't have a 200 belt. The other platform is just going to remain empty because we're not going to be needing it. That we'll save for adding a train station in the next episode at the quick wire production. And then we'll just bring everything along with the train back there towards the hub area and work towards getting everything else set up. I think we might have to connect this one to power, won't we? And where's the power line going to be? It's going to be on the left side. Alright, good. Not too bad. We can connect it up like that even, but I don't want to do that. So let's bring it down by 1. And then connect it up that side. So we got our train station connected. Our power is running at 6,800 megawatts. Absolutely stable. Max consumption is way below that. So we can definitely get a couple of factories built in the next episode and not have to worry about the power. This is going to be the last increase for quite a bit. So I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you then in the next one. Alpha Blazed out.